Hi Shade, Melissa here. Wanted to walk you through a quick tutorial of the new site and how to edit things. So right now I am on the site. To access the back end of the site, we're going to go to the address bar and hit /WP-admin, and then you can just hit enter, and it'll bring you to the login screen. So I have my login information entered here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit login. And what that'll do is it'll load the dashboard for us. So this is just our generic dashboard. You really don't have to worry about any of the information on this page whatsoever. It's just a default for the system. So since we have an update here, I'm going to quickly show you how to install that. So anytime you see that there's an update here, there's little number 1, or up here, that's giving you the same piece of information, which is that there's an update needed for the system. So we're just going to go ahead and click on that. And doing updates is a pretty simple thing. So it shows you here any of the things that need updates. We've got one of the plugins here. This helps block some spam. And we've got the theme overall. It says there's a new version. So we're going to click select all. And you'll notice it doesn't select the theme. It just selects all the plugins. And then hit update. And it just takes a couple of seconds usually. Okay, so now it's gone ahead and done that. And we can hit return to WordPress update pages. And I'll go ahead and run that other update in a few minutes. But I did just want to quickly show you how to do that. So the other big thing to know about your system is there are 2 different settings. So if we go back to your site, we have what WordPress considers pages, and we have what WordPress considers posts. And those are really the only thing you need to understand when you're working on the site. So pages are basically everything here in the menu is considered a page. So if we wanted to edit your about page or the seminars, we could do that pretty easily. What we would do is we'd click on this Enable Visual Builder, and it'll let us edit the text. It's initializing. Okay, so now if we wanted to say take out that comma, all I would have to do is click down here in the text and hit delete the comma. Click on these little things and hit save. And then I would hit exit Visual Builder. And that makes the edit for us. So I actually do want that comma, so let's go back and put that back in. Enable Visual Builder. Down here at H4, comma, click on the 3 dots and hit save. So that'll work for any of the pages on the site. So your home page, your about page, your seminars page, your online classes, your local lessons, and your blog page. And I will create a separate video that shows you a little more in depth some of the things you can do there, like adding links, those kind of things. But for this video, just for the quick overview, I just want to show you that. So those are your pages. Your posts are the articles in your blog. So this page, when you click on blog, this is a page. But the individual articles here are considered posts. So if I click on one of these, it'll open it up, and this is considered a post. Now we still have the option to use the Visual Builder, but most of the time you'll probably use WordPress's default editor for that. So in order to go back onto the back end, I'm going to go up here and hit Dashboard, and it'll load the back end of the site for me again. If I wanted to add a brand new blog post, I would just go to Posts and Add New. And then you type whatever you want the headline to be here. So up top, we go, oops, my computer's being a little slow. Headline here. Okay. And then down here, you have a text editor that probably looks a lot like any other text editor you've ever used. We've got a couple more options if we click on the toolbar toggle. So it's also called the kitchen sink. It's got everything in the kitchen sink. But we can type our content directly in here. And then what we can do is there's an option here to label things as headings. So most of the time you do not want to use a heading 1. We want to use heading 2 or heading 3. The short reason for that is that it helps with SEO, search engine optimization. So let's say we wanted this to be a heading in our system. We make it heading 2. It makes it a little bit bigger. We can hit preview. That'll just show us quickly what this post now looks like. If we want an image to appear on that, so for example, if I go into an existing blog post If we want an image like this to appear at the top of the article and to appear on this blog page, that would be uploaded down here in the featured image section. We can set a featured image. You can change who authored the article. In my case, I just set this to be you. And if we want to control what shows up on this page, so this section here is actually content put in the excerpt. So the excerpt can be something different than the content in the post if you want it to be. Most of the time, though, you can just copy your first paragraph down to the excerpt and you're good. A couple more helpful things. So if we have thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3, and we want to make those into a list, I can make them each on their own little line here, highlight them, and we've got the option to do a bulleted list or a numbered list. We can change text color if we want. If you get some buggy formatting somewhere, you can always hit this clear formatting button, and it'll pull out things like color. And that's, the one more thing that you may want is the ability to add a link. So you see the insert edit link here. If we highlight something and we click on that, we can put in any URL really, and it'll link to that URL on the page. So let's hit preview again. And now you can see if I hover over this, you see YouTube pop up on the bottom of the screen, because if I click on it, that's where it'll take me. There's one more thing that you want to do. So I have not set up a sidebar here for you. So you just want to make sure that your blog posts are full width. So the way we do that, we go up here to page layout, click on this, and we just do full width. And that takes care of that. When I am all done, I want to check and make sure I have it in a category. So dog training, for example. You can add as many categories if you want, as you want. And then I want to hit publish. We can schedule them to come out in the future if we want, where it says publish immediately. You can hit edit, and you can change this date and time to any date and time you want in the future. And if we did do that, say we said December, right? And we hit OK, it becomes schedule instead of publish, which lets you know it worked. But I don't actually want to do that. Let's put it back to November. And if I hit publish, it would then be public on the blog. So that's a super quick version of how the site works and how you can make some edits. I'll do some more specific, longer videos of some of the specific things that dive a little bit more into detail, but that's kind of the high-level overview. So I hope that helps, and definitely let me know if you have questions, and we'll talk soon. All right, bye, Shade.